sweet,
Yes.
but you have to be mature when you deal with this topic, because people will giggle, they'll grin, and they'll lose the real meaning. There's something far more greater than tomatoes and lettuce and carrots, etc. What they are saying is people love being themselves. And the salad is much better. Suppose you would take this and put it in some hot water, a blender, or blender, or stove. But what they're saying is now everything doesn't know what it is. Everything is lost.
But we are not, because aren't we, like, for instance,
Believe it or not, America has never melted.
well, no, because if you ask them in America, like, what are you? People go, oh, I'm Polish, Scottish, or whatever.
Because they still want to be the what? The lettuce, the tomato, the carrot, the radishes. You are what you are. It's just that you're still in the same bowl. Just because it's the same bowl, it doesn't mean that you should lose your identity. The tomato doesn't lose its identity in the salad bowl. It's still a what? A tomato. The lettuce doesn't lose its identity because it's in the bowl with the tomatoes. It's still lettuce. Appreciate how each thing tastes. Each thing has a taste to add to the bowl rather than to mix it up and nobody knows what anybody is anymore. So that is why when the Arab people come here, and your Mexicans, and your other Hispanics, and any of the Haitians, any of the other groups that come to America, they're saying, we're coming to America, we want to enjoy America, but that doesn't mean America that you take away our identity.
And you can't take away the Jamaican identity.
Can't, and don't want to. The idea is you shouldn't want to. You should therefore say, I want a taste of the richness of your identity. Share with me. That's what it's all about. It's not about people losing their identity, but you taking time to time to find out, what are you made of, if I can use it metaphorically, tomato. What are you made of, carrot? Tell me about you. What are you made of? I know I'm using a metaphor, but that's what people want in America. They want you to appreciate what they are in the bowl. And stop trying to mix everything up so that nobody knows what the tomato is like, what the lettuce is like, what the carrot is like. We want to appreciate you for what you are. That's what it's all about. And right now, the melting pot is saying, no, you can't be yourself anymore. You have to be, as you said, blended up and ground up into what nobody knows what it is anymore.
I don't know Italian history at all. I'd love to know that. Where's that from?
Now, when you go into it, though, guess where, even though we know there's mixture, guess where Italians go?
It's true, because I work with like 100 Italians, and they call themselves white. They say they're Italians because they're Scottish roll, but they know they're white. When they check on our applications, they're still white.
Right.
So they're still Italian.
Exactly. But the point is, they know they are going to be what? Therefore, they know they're going to have inclusion. They know they will get inclusion. We have the Greeks right down. I used to live on 9th Street, and we have the Greeks that live at who have the beautiful church right there on, I believe it's 10th and Boone Street. But the Greeks, even though they call themselves Greeks, guess what? They call themselves white, so they know there's going to be inclusion for them. By virtue of the fact that you see those awful papers, now they've even divided the Hispanics. I don't know if you all are watching your papers that you have to fill in. I kid you not. There are some forms that you fill in that when it says Hispanic, guess what they say? Are you a black Hispanic or a white Hispanic? That's in the United States today. I am not lying to you. You can pull a form for going to school. You can pull a form for getting a job, and they don't ask you, are you Hispanic? They'll say, are you Hispanic? Check it. And then they say, well, which one are you? Now, if they really were practicing honesty, you should not, black, non-Hispanic. If they were really not practicing any kind of colorism or racism, they wouldn't put you with it. There's a reason why they want you to know if you're a white Hispanic or black Hispanic. We need to question that. Look at the forms. There's a message in that stuff. Yes, you were saying.
I wanted to know in the class, like, how many people think we should have a black history? It seems like I had a lot. That's what I want to know.
I would say simple. I would say that's the personal choice, but what they're saying now on Channel 28, I knew it would happen. Been teaching 37 years. You know what they say? History does what? Everything, not everything goes better, but history does what? Repeats itself. Oh, that's the other thing comes under that. But more so, history repeats itself. And so what has happened now with, you all know how broke Christina School District is. They're very broke, but they're the ones who have admitted they're broke. Other school districts are broke, and they won't come out and admit it yet. They're still in the closet. And that's okay. Let them stay there if they want, let them come out when they're ready to. But the fact of the matter is the whole country's broke. And so, and we're going to be even more broke with the war. It's just our reality. Now, the thing of it is, though, damage is already done in Newcastle County. You all learned your own history before you learn others. Wilmington history, Newcastle County history. The schools in the suburbs absorbed black students and said, we'll no longer have a black school system. Black students, you may go to Red Clay. Black students, you may go to Colonial. Black students, you may go to, what's the other one, Brandywine. Black students, you may now go to, what's the other one, Appoquinimink. Black students, you may now go to Christina. They took black students away from their Wilmington predominantly black school system and put them out into all of these suburban satellite schools. Now, unfortunately,